Good evening, everybody. I'm here to deliver that prophetic word I spoke of in my last couple videos when I went for a run. Those of you that follow me know that I often get lit up by the Holy Spirit prophetically when I run. So this is a very jam-packed word. This is almost definitely going to be a word for a kingdom stand. So take it back to God, test the Spirit, make sure it's a word for you or a word for you now. I hear you. The Holy Spirit is saying I shouldn't limit it to just kingdom stands. It could resonate to you or minister to you in any way that the Holy Spirit has spoken this to you. That's the beauty of the Holy Spirit, is he can minister it to you any way you want, but something in here should serve as confirmation. But make sure you're taking it back to God, testing the Spirit, make sure it's a word for you and a word for you now. Okay, so I went on a run, and those that follow me know the way my gift works is very complex. It's pretty wild, to be honest with you. But I'll be running and he will just turn my head, or he'll make me drop something, or he'll pull me back. So I was running and he pulled me back, and I know when he's doing that, the Holy Spirit. And so I looked around, I looked down, I said, "What?" And he said, "Look." And I looked, and I'm going to show you a video because I took a very short video, and literally nestled in between some rocks was this. And I'm going to show you the video. Okay, guys, I'm running, and this was literally wrapped up and hid under a rock. And I don't know what, well, I do. Holy Spirit showed me. He said, "Turn back and look what's in it." It should be wrapping up just about now. Flowers. Okay. So the video shows, and I have it here. I looked like a lunatic running with this on the way home, but I have it with me, and it was that folder, and inside of it was some flowers. And the flowers aren't even bloomed yet. They're like buds. You can see in the video as well. They're just buds, but they're actually still fairly fresh. It's pretty amazing. So I don't know how long the flowers have been there, but the Holy Spirit pulled me back, showed it to me. And what he gave me was a few scriptures. This particular word, you guys, you're going to have to absolutely go back to the scriptures, get into them yourself. I will not have time to break down the scriptures, but I will give them to you and give you as much as I can. He gave me Isaiah 61, and he said, "The earth brings forth her bud." Those were buds. Those flowers were buds. Brings forth her bud as the garden causes things sown to spring forth. And when he gave me that, I also looked down next to the folder with the flowers I found in it. And guys, this is again in the desert where I live. I live in a desert state. And this was nestled between rocks, and it was folded up. Like you could see the fold marks. It was folded up. So somebody deliberately put it there. And then there was also this spring next to it. The Holy Spirit said, "Look what's next to it." And it was a spring. So in Isaiah 61, it says, "The earth brings forth her bud as the garden causes things sown to spring forth." So get into Isaiah 61. Obviously, he also gave me Isaiah 43. "I'm doing a new thing. It now springs forth. Don't you see it?" So he gave me that too. Then he also gave me Hosea 2:15, and he gave me the Message Bible version of it. Okay, this is specific. So I'll put up overlays if I can, you guys. But in Hosea 2, remember, he's talking about God redeeming back Hosea's wife, who Hosea waited for, and she had gone off on her ways. You guys know the book of Hosea. Get into it if you don't, but I don't have time. Basically, God redeems her back, and Hosea is asked to stand for his wife Gomer. Okay, but in chapter 2, it talks about how God redeems her back, and basically redeems them both back, right? But Hosea is the one that's standing for Gomer. And in this particular instance, guys, Gomer is the wife. But it can obviously go each way. It says in Hosea 2:15, it says, "You may have to," oh, I'm sorry. He told me because the flowers, I hear you, were wrapped up. He said, this person that's returning to you, they may need a little bit more unwrapping. So be patient. Meaning like Lazarus, when my mentor refers to this often, like Lazarus may need to be unwrapped. Like there's healing has occurred. The Lord has gotten to your person, and they've repented, and they found their way home. But you may have to be very patient because they still need to be unwrapped. There's a lot of things they're still unraveling in their life that they have been through that maybe you weren't aware of, that they're on their process of healing too, because you may have gone ahead and done a lot of healing before they have, but they're still in that process. So be prepared, just like those flowers were wrapped in a folder. I hear you. And he said, the reason why it was wrapped in a folder is because maybe the promise won't look or return exactly the way you think it is, but it has been touched by God. So you can trust it. Like those flowers were wrapped in a folder. You will have to unfold as God, I hear you, unfolds your story. Okay. So let God unfold it, but stay alongside the Holy Spirit as this whole process is unfolding as well. Okay. I know it was wrapped in a folder and it wasn't beautiful, but he says it's going to be beautiful. There's going to be beauty from ashes. Okay. He also said to me, this person had never been shown love. I hear you. And he says that both of you needed to time with your father. So there were things he healed in you, but this person that you stood for, they had never been shown love before. So you didn't understand that at the time. Maybe you all didn't know each other as well as you should have. But at the end of the day, this person was on a journey to realize that they had never seen love like you had shown them. And God is the ultimate example of love, right? And so in this time that you've been separated, God has been showing you both what real love is, that agape love. But at the same time, as the two of you enter into what God has promised you, this God-ordained relationship, which most likely would be marriage, then he is going to show you both what love is. But you are going to be the example that this person, once you were separated, they realized that they had never really seen love until they had met you. But sometimes it takes space and addressing your areas where you need to be healed to realize that that was real love. And remember, guys, not everybody has the childhood you do. So maybe this person didn't ever see a true example of love until they met you. And that takes some time. Sometimes it's a scary thing for someone who's never seen real love, okay? So be patient with the process. But God, he says himself, he gave me a lyrical. I'm going to play it here in a minute because he's going to show you both what love is. He wants you, especially if you're the one who is standing, to continue to show that love like Hosea showed Gomer in the book of Hosea. Get in the book of Hosea. So he gave me the lyrical by Foreigner, and he said that you both are going to feel like foreigners because you're going to be getting to know each other all over again. That's who sings this song, Foreigner. But don't feel like it's foreign, completely foreign. It's just been born again. It's just been, it's a new thing, just like it's budding, right? Like those flowers, Isaiah 43, Isaiah 61. But it'll feel foreign at first, but you'll get to know each other all over again. And ultimately, you'll be the example of love that this person has never seen. But God will be the example of love that the both of you did not have at the center of the relationship when it first started, okay? The song again is I Want to Know What Love Is. I'll play it for just a second here.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me.
Be wrapping up, guys. So the lyrics speak for themselves, but go ahead and look into the lyrics too. Maybe something more will minister to you, but it's basically a song about people in the scenario not knowing what love was, and they want they want you to show them what love is. And I'm also hearing that they realize now that you were the only example of love they'd ever seen. And so have patience for that, because it's easy to say that why did they do this, why did they do that, but at the end of the day, if someone's never been shown love, and it's hard to identify it. It's hard to recognize it, right? I know that grace, when God pours out his grace on us, we feel like we don't deserve it because we've never seen love like God's love. So have patience for this person. I know it's hard when you feel hurt, but you have to let those things heal in you before this unwrapping occurs and that bouquet comes home to you, because it is still budding. They're buds. Remember, the flowers were buds, so they weren't fully bloomed yet. So the blooming will take place, I hear you, as the two of you feel foreign to each other, but you're going to get to know each other. Okay, he also wanted me to reassure you, get into the book of Hosea, you guys. In the book of Hosea, it says, still you will address me as dear husband. Never again will you address me as my slave, my master, from a prison of a broken heart, okay? So it kind of talks about that in Hosea, but I also found this locket on the ground, and it shows a heart, and the lock is broken. And he's saying he knows both of your hearts were broken, but he's about to unlock both of them, okay? He's just showing me all these things on my run, okay? But that was not verbatim of Hosea 2, but get into the message version of Hosea 2, and you'll see it talks about never again will you address me as a slave, but you will address me as husband, meaning that the two of you will no longer be enslaved, because he also gave me this. I came across this bottle of bitters, and it said, bitter queens, and it said, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. You can see the picture on it, even shows like almost like a voodoo face. He told me that the spirit of Jezebel, which may have gotten in between the two of you, she causes a lot of carnage, but God is saying that blood is going to, that carnage is now going to bounce back on the spirit of Jezebel, whatever caused that separation as well. There might have been contribute to the separation, but he is now going to make sure. I also came across this balloon on the way on a run, and it shows hands with blood on it, right? And so he's saying there will be blood, just like the movie that's called There Will Be Blood, the Holy Spirit said, but the blood now will be on Jezebel's hands, because that's why she's a bitter queen. I have to wrap this up, guys. But Jezebel is going out, and the balloon was popped, and the Lord told me things are about to pop off. So I told you guys this was a lot. Save it to favorites, but get into the scriptures I gave you guys. It's really, really, really important to do that. But I hope this blessed you, and take it back to God. Test the Spirit.